So guys, I am going to start this video by giving you a friendly advice. After God, you should fear the ANC. We know that over the weekend, it was the funeral of Mboweni, the former governor and the former minister of finance. But during the funeral, there is something that people realized. The former president Mbeki did not speak during the funeral. So this is unusual. Many people found this to be very unusual. So people started asking questions from social media. I assume others wrote letters to the foundation to seek clarity and to understand why didn't President Mbeki speak during the funeral of the late Mboweni. So earlier today, Thabo Mbeki's foundation came out with a statement to clear the air. And guys, it is a shocker to learn that the former president Thabo Mbeki was supposed to speak during the funeral of Mboweni, but it seems like someone, I would assume from the government, changed the final draft of the service of the program, which actually led to Thabo Mbeki being snubbed from speaking at the funeral. This is the reason why the former president didn't speak during the funeral. So, in a statement, the foundation says that following the passing of Mboweni last week, a loss that deeply shocked many who knew him, his family approached the president with a special request. They requested him to prepare and deliver a tribute at the funeral, not only because President Mbeki was seen by Mboweni and his friend as a leader, mentor and a friend, but also because it was Mboweni's final wish. The Mboweni family shared a draft funeral program with President Mbeki, which included a list of proposed speakers. Among them, it was President Mbeki, who was invited to speak as a leader, mentor, and a friend. In response, President Mbeki accepted the family's request and prepared the tribute as outlined in the program. On the receipt of the final draft of the special official service program on the eve of the funeral, it was noted that all names proposed by the family were included except for President Mbeki's name. Despite no explanation being provided for this obvious omission, President Mbeki accepted the change without raising any questions and acknowledged that he would not be speaking at the funeral. Upon arriving at the funeral, members of the Mboweni family approached the president to apologize for the obvious omission of his name from the program. They offered to adjust the program to include him, but President Mbeki advised against it, stating that the program was likely designed with a reason and that it should be respected. The family members apologized again, and President Mbeki accepted, assuring them that no further stress should be placed on the family during such a difficult time. This is shocking. This is shocking. So this is how much I would assume some members of the ANC hate Thabo Mbeki, because clearly this was done deliberately. There is someone who actually didn't want President Mbeki to speak during the funeral of Mboweni, and I would again assume that the person knew that the family wanted Mboweni to speak. Mboweni himself, it was his final wish for the president to actually speak, but someone saw it better to actually change the final program and snubbed the president from speaking at the funeral. This is how the ANC operates, man. This is how the ANC operates. So, again, earlier today, President Mbeki released a statement of what he was actually going to say during the service, but I'm not going to play the whole speech because it is quite long. I'm only going to play this 1 minute of the tribute from the president to Mboweni.
Comrade Tito departed the world of the living at a time when both his country and his movement needed him most. Both needed him because despite the temptations which have captured some among us, he remained the true revolutionary cadre formed during the years of struggle to defeat the apartheid crime against humanity.
I mean, like, this is the reason why they don't want Thabo Mbeki to speak, because they know every time Thabo Mbeki takes his stage, he is going to talk about the ANC and how corrupted the ANC has become. he is going to talk about the ANC and the fact that no one can recognize the ANC anymore. Maybe someone inside the ANC said, no, we are not going to listen to Thabo Mbeki. Not today. Not today. But it is shocking that it was Tito Mboweni's final wish. His family knew that it was his final wish. So why didn't his family actually fight for the name of President Mbeki to stay in the program? And guys, how are these things actually done? I mean, like, if one of your family members is in government, are you guys supposed to allow the people from the government to do everything in the funeral? How is it working? I need someone to actually explain it to me. How is it working? Because if the family knows that this is his final wish, how can someone actually come out to say that no, we are going to scratch this name, and the family just goes along with it? How do these things actually work?
Comrade Tito departed the world of the living at a time when both his country and his movement needed him most. Both needed him because despite the temptations which have captured some among us, he remained the true revolutionary cadre formed during the years of struggle to defeat the apartheid crime against humanity. As we contemplate what we should do to honor that principled revolutionary and true patriot, Comrade Tito Mboweni, I have no hesitation in saying that we must serve as unwavering activists for the realization of these last two strategic tasks, which Tito considered to be of primary importance. I speak here of the pioneer inclusive national dialogue, which will enable the people to speak freely about the South Africa they want. I also speak of the historic and urgent task to defend the democratic revolution and its leader, the ANC.
Guys, like I said, this is not really a story, but it is so fascinating how these people are actually doing things. What do you think about this, man? What do you think? Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button. And the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.